Well, good morning, everybody. Back in the truck this morning. Harrison gave me the camera. He's gone to school. Was gonna go down here and check out a farm that needs some drains made in it. I was going to kind of show you what that process looks like today. But it looks like the road is flooded, so I'm gonna go down here and check it out. But I don't know that we'll be able to get down through here without driving through some water. I don't really want to do that this morning. Yep, the road looks like it's pretty well flooded down here on this farm. And that's one thing we deal with a lot this time of the year, but it could be any time of the year. When we get excessive rainfall, or in this case, which is really rare, snowfall, this main county road that kind of cuts through the heart of the farm will flood. And that's just because it's so flat, so low lying here in this area. So you can take a look at this. I don't think I'm going to drive through that. Nothing down there that I really need to look at that bad. I think I'll back up and make another plan. What I'm going to try to do is start one of these rigs and make some drains in some fields. What I mean by that, these fields are 0 grade, so talked about before, they don't have any slope, so the water needs to get to that interior ditch that's made around the outside edge of the field. But sometimes when you have ruts and potholes, some of that water doesn't run into that ditch. It needs a little help. It needs a smaller ditch to run into to take it to that bigger ditch so that it can run on out and let the field dry up. So we use these machines here for that. Bowman Mudmasters, built in Newport, Arkansas. Highly recommend. These actually are spray rigs. They have a 120-gallon spray tank, 30-foot boom. This one is set up with foam markers. Also has a GPS system that will and rate controller, so I can dial in whatever rate of herbicide that needs to be put out, and I can monitor it through that screen up there. It doesn't have auto steer, but it does have a little light bar that'll keep you on track. But I find it's easier with this machine to use the foam markers. We'll see that later on in the spring, but what I want to do with it today is just take it out in the field. The tires are going to cut a little bit of a track and press into that mud, and the water will run in there, cut it into the ditch, and the water will be able to run out. Bought these for it. I don't know how well I can explain this, but these machines make a really good track, but sometimes it rolls up on the edge of that track and it won't let the water run into the track to run into the ditch. So we bought these stompers. And what they do is you set the depth that you want them to run, and I need to adjust this one, and it will press in, and this piece of angle iron right here will actually press into the mud and cut a little trench so that water can run into the tire track. And found that really works well to get water off of these 0 grades, and it doesn't leave much of a footprint. It doesn't tear up a lot of mud. It doesn't make a big mess. The only problem is it's a little bit chilly and windy outside, and this is an outdoor cab, so maybe a little bit cold, but I'm ready to get outside and do something. So I think I'm gonna try it today if she'll start. I see jumper cables in my future, but we're gonna give it a try. Might wiggle those a little bit, Emilio. See if we can get a connection. I may have to get my truck in here somehow. We could probably push that boat out of the way. Okay. It looks like it's going to take a pickup truck. Try this again. Okay, there are two things I need to do before I get out there in the field with this thing. One, I need to find a wrench to get these set bolts so that I can control the depth. The other thing I need to do is put my hip boots on. Because there's one thing I've learned, anytime you go out in a field like that, even in a tractor or a machine that's muddy, always put on your hip boots. I'm going to start out where I think it'll be the right depth. I may have to change it as we go, see how it works. That's a good starting point. We'll see how it goes. I think I'm ready to go. I'm going to try to talk loud. I don't know if you can hear over the engine. Hopefully you can. But what I want to do here is try to get all this water that didn't drain from where it's pulled up. See, there's a ton of water there. And then there's a little bit of a rise between and I want to try to get that water out of that puddle. What I'm going to try to do is start all the way across the field from where I came in. This works the best if you keep crossing the drains that you've already made. You want to cross as many ruts as you can. You can see that the field was cut in a circle from the inside out. So these ruts are all running in a circle. We want to try to cut across as many of them as we can and get that water that's trapped here out to the ditch. Okay, so I made a couple of mistakes this morning. One, I should have never said that I wouldn't have to adjust these, because I don't quite have them running deep enough. I need to move them out a little bit more. They're doing okay, but it could be better. Number two, forgot to bring any gloves with me, but it's lunchtime, so I'm gonna wait and move them a little bit later. They're also hard to do when you're out in the soft mud. You really need to be up on dry ground so that they're not against the mud when you move them. And three, I hit my elbow coming down off of that thing. My whole arm is numb, but did some good, I think. We'll walk over here and see how well it's draining. This was the first one that I made, and you can see water's running out pretty good. Probably come back after it stops running a little bit, because there's always a little bit of a hump on the edge, and maybe take a shovel and just chip that out a little bit so some more of that water can get out. But all in all, I think it looks pretty good. So thanks for watching today. Please remember to subscribe, like, comment, let us know what you liked, what you didn't, what we can do better. See you next time. This concludes today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you. Have a nice evening. That's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, comment, like, tell all your friends. See you next time. If we get 1,000 subscribers from this video, I will personally dump an entire backhoe load of ice on Harrison's head, ice and water. So please, please subscribe to this video and tell all your friends. See you next time. Like, subscribe, comment. Like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, comment, do it. We made a video. We want you to comment on it. We want you to subscribe to it. We want you to like it.